Čau, takže právě jsme se sešli s Peppinem D'Agostinem. Který přijel za náma z Itálie a přišel nám ukázat naprosto fenomenální kytarové techniky. So Peppino, it's nice to meet you. It's a great opportunity for us. You are an amazing guitar player. You are virtuoso. Yes, exactly. Not regarding your talent, how many hours a day does it take to become such a great player?
Well, first of all, I don't know if I'm a great player.
Well, you were awarded in 2007, I think, right? You were awarded as the best guitar player in the world, acoustic guitar player, right?
Yeah, but I don't believe magazines.
I think there were some people voting for some.
Well, I'll tell you, I was very honored that they vote for me, but I don't believe that is true. I think that sometimes the best guitarists are hidden somewhere in a room in Prague. I was very lucky. I'm very grateful that happened because that helped my career, but I don't believe it's true. I know many guitarists that are better than me.
Who, for example?
Well, for example, Sergio Assad of the Assad brothers, or Marcin Dilla, classical guitarist from Poland, or Agnello Desiderio from Italy, many. But one thing that I do, I play my own music, and when I play with passion, and I try to do the best I can. But really, I don't believe in the best guitarist. I don't believe, because there's so many genres, so many different styles that it's difficult to say this is the best guitarist. I just believe that we have to do our best to serve music. I'm a server of music.
How many hours a day do you play in average?
Well, it depends on the project that I'm involved with. If I play with my guitar ensemble, which is 5 classical guitarists plus me, the material is very difficult because we play avant-garde music and also Bach and classical music, and that's difficult. So I have to practice a lot. Sometimes it's also difficult if I go on tour to promote a new CD, like now, I have a new CD that came out. It's called Penombra, and it's new material, so I have to practice a lot. But sometimes I don't practice that much if I play a repertoire that I know very well. So it depends on the project.
Do you remember your first guitar?
Yeah, I remember my first guitar, and I remember the very first song that I ever wrote. I was 10 years old. The very first guitar was a classical guitar with steel string. Was the most horrible guitar in the planet, and the action, which is the distance between the strings and the fretboard, was about this big, and so it was difficult to play. But I remember that I wrote a song that went like this. You like it?
Yeah, I think it's perfect. So you were 10 years old when you started playing. Can you guess how many guitars went through your hands?
Maybe between 20 and 30.
Only?
30 guitars, yeah. Not a huge number, but I play electric guitar. I had some nylon string, some classical, but also acoustic. Because in the mid '70s I started playing acoustic, and I just stick with acoustic guitars. And then about 10 years ago, I designed this guitar that is made in Canada by Robert Godin, the Segel guitar, and this is a signature model that I really love because the neck is wide. And also the headstock is thin, and so because I use different tunings, the string stays more in tune because they go straight to the peg, to the tuning peg. So it's really a nice guitar. Plus, there's a very nice sound system in here, a condenser microphone and a transducer under the strings. It's really special.
Is there anything else that you think that Segel guitars make the best, like in the world? Like, what's the biggest benefit of Segel guitars? What do you think?
Well, I think that when I designed this guitar, I asked them to make sure that the instrument was inexpensive, not too expensive, because I don't want just lawyers and doctors to buy and play this guitar. I want everyone to do it. And so they kept the price down, and they did that because a lot of wood is in Canada, so they don't have to import wood, so they can keep the price down. Also, they have computer technology that allows them to go very fast and produce a lot of guitars very quickly. So it's an inexpensive guitar, but it's a high quality instrument, so I'm very happy with it. Yeah.
While you play, you do a lot of percussion type of effects with your fingers on your guitar. Do you ever play with a drummer or a percussionist, or are you just?
I do. Do you know Joe Satriani, guitarist Joe Satriani? I play with Joe Satriani, is drummer. His name is Jeff Campitelli, and we have a duo, acoustic guitar and drums and percussion. It's very interesting material, yeah, because it's an unusual combination. You can see some stuff on YouTube.
Can you show us some of your percussion type of effects you do?
Yeah, for instance, you can play, the main thing is that you have to learn how to play notes just with the left hand. So for instance, I'll play with both hands now. Right? Now you can do that just with the left hand. And now if you do this with the index, like one percussion here and one percussion here. So you create something interesting, or you can be like the kick drum. Like. But then you can do also stuff that are more complicated. You can be, instead of being a drummer, you can be a percussionist and play percussion in between the notes. Check this out. Or
do you play drums or any percussion instruments?
I play, not really, no. I like to play congas, but it's not really what I do. I let other people play. Or I play, I just play this kind of percussions. And you can do different kind of percussions, with the right hand and also the left hand. And you combine the two. It's very interesting what you can do.
Is there still any technique that you haven't been able to manage, or is there still anything that you on a guitar that you have to learn?
Oh my God, There's so much that I don't know. And this is what makes this interesting, because it's like I love the guitar and I love the fact that I don't know many things, but I can learn them, and that makes it interesting. For instance, recently I learned, the technique of the banjo, like. So I learned this technique, and then I came up with my own music. So I learned the technique, and then I applied that technique to my own music. And there's technique never ends. For instance, I don't know nothing about flamenco. I love flamenco. I think it's one of the most complex techniques for guitar, really, with the golpe. It's really difficult. And I would like to learn a little bit. I may take some lessons from somebody and learn. Because then you learn, and then you apply that to your own ideas,
Are idols, or where do you take some inspiration for your music?
So how many hours interview is this? Because if I give you all the names, it's going to last forever.
Okay, give us 3.
3, okay. Roland Diance, classical guitarist Roland Diance. John McLaughlin, a fusion guitarist. Let me give you another one. Let's see. Well, Sergio Assad of the Assad brothers. Those 3.
And where do you find inspiration for your music, for writing?
In places, a place like this, I see beautiful nature or beautiful people, and I get inspired. Or sometimes it's like maybe a musical concept, like for instance, I wrote a piece where I emphasize the upbeat, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. So I have a concept, and then I said I want to write like a bass line. See? So that was inspired by just a cerebral idea. Okay, upbeat, I want to write a song, let me do it. But sometimes it's just a feeling, I wrote many songs because I was in love with a woman, or because I wrote a song for my daughter, I wrote a song for my wife. It was more something from the heart, but sometimes it can come from the mind. And the best is when you combine the two.
And what would you advise to people who maybe started learning on acoustic guitar? What would you tell them? What advice from your experience to become good on guitar or something?
Find the best teacher in your town and study. Make sure that you study what you love, and make sure also that you find discipline, because if you want to become an accomplished guitarist, you have to study. But the beauty of the guitar, you can also have fun just playing chords or simple stuff. I mean, think about all the pop songs that are out there. Just strumming. And you sing, and it's fun. But then if you want to get into... then you have to study, and you have to study many hours. So the beautiful thing about the guitar is that you can go in many levels. I did at the end of August there'll be a course that I did on the internet, and it's called Acoustic Poetica, and it's on truefire.com, and people can learn from me directly on the internet, and it came out very nice. So. I'm excited about that, yeah.
Thank you a lot. It was a nice interview with you. I think many people will find inspiration from what you just said, and so thanks a lot.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for coming here. And I love Prague. Prague is a beautiful town. Yes. Hi, I'm Peppino D'Agostinem, and I think Kytary.cz is the best store in Czech Republic. Go see them.